It already, but encourage my voice. Step forward a bit. There's still spaces in front. Step forward a bit. Thank you. How many of us are really learning about sales for the very first time? Like you've been hearing about sales, but you've not really learned about marketing or sales of anything. Please show by lift of hands. Make it higher. Fantastic. All right. Among the people that raised their hands, how many of us have been in business before now? You've been in business before now. Among the people that raised their hands. You've been in business before now. All right. So what happens is a situation where you start a business, you open a shop, and guess what's in your mind? You have a hope that you will sell. Is that what comes to your mind? Eh? You open a shop, and you have a hope that you will do what? You will sell. In the marketplace, hope is not a strategy. Faith is not a business principle. It's not an absolute term. I'm going to say a few things that you don't have to agree with. And I know that we can have conversations around it. In the marketplace, hope is not a strategy. Let me fry akara with the hope that people will buy. Executive. Sorry. Some people may not know, which is okay. There was a time I did not know what that meant. But don't just only know about CEO. There's something called CFO. Some people don't know. There's CFO, there's COO. So don't just know CEO. So I said, take your clothes, take your cap, take your feather of CEO when you are starting a business. Go and put it in the wardrobe. Look for the coat and the cap of a CMO. Who's a CMO? It's not CLO. CMO is Chief Marketing Officer. Nobody will market your business like you. Write that down. Nobody will sell your product like you. Nobody will market your business like you. Whether it's the best and the most loyal staff, they will not market your product like you. So learning about marketing is something that must be your daily lifestyle. If I come to your library, that's if you have a library at all, and it's dangerous if you're running a business and you don't have a library. If I see 100 books, I should see 70 or 60 or 50 should be on marketing and sales. Marketing, sales, advertisement, everything that has to do with your ability to make people buy what you're selling. Because one of the reasons why many businesses struggle is that we don't even understand the power of marketing. So we don't even have a budget for marketing. I was trying to control. Okay, it's better now, right? We don't have a budget for marketing. Write this down. Every month, I'm not coming to teach fresh teaching because Kale has been teaching from Tuesday. And probably some of the things I will say, he has said that already. Every month, in your revenue in a month, you must budget 15% of your revenue must go into marketing and sales. 15% of your revenue must go back to marketing and sales if you are really serious about growing your business. I use the word percentage so that you don't say, oh, you know, we are just starting. So this is my small business. Only 20,000 naira what they make. How much I want to take carry go put for ad for marketing? All you got to do is ask yourself, what is 15% of 20,000 naira? Who can help me? 15% of 20,000 is how much? Yes? 15% of 20,000 naira is how much? 3,000. Of 20,000, yes. 3,000 naira. So you take that 3,000 naira and you ask yourself a question, what low budget platform can I take this 3,000 naira and run advertisements that will create more awareness for my business? That will create more awareness, because it is the higher the people know about your business, that's when it increases the chances of people buying from you. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Kingsley May. I'm a business development consultant. I love sales because there was a time in my life I ran away from selling. But then when I encountered sales, sales changed my life. Sales and marketing is the only career that you can define how much you want to make per time. It's the only career that makes you nearly indispensable in an organization. I did not say you are indispensable. I say it makes you nearly indispensable in the sense that every organization are into business for the essence of selling and making profit. Yes or yes? Every business is in business to sell. Yes or yes? Anybody that helps you to sell, will you joke with that person? Hello, will you joke with that person? It means that if you as a person, you are able to help any organization sell more, you become valuable in that organization. So if the whole essence of being in business is so that you can produce a product, you can create a service that people will buy, isn't it important that you should learn how to sell? You should pay to learn how to sell. You're doing akara. I remember you how many years ago when I met you some time ago. When you introduced us, I said, that's this guy. I just hope that between that time and now you've improved. When I say improve, I'm talking about your customer base. You should have like 4 or 5 states that are buying your products. I know some faces here, and I will meet you next year. I'm going to ask you, between last year and now, between now and next year, what's been the improvement? You know, my younger brother saw when they posted my picture of me being here to speak. And the first thing he said, I remember when you used to trek to come for this event. I trekked from Dube to Stadium Road to attend Marketplace Apostle, Iceberg. Thank you. Few years down the line, I'm here now, sharing my knowledge. So, marketing and selling is very important. And so, never get tired of selling. Never get tired of learning what to do to market. Whether you are making, I went downstairs and I saw some people making bags. You don't know how I felt just knowing that people were the one making. You know, I still used to feel that it's machines and it's all these bags, they are not made here, they import them. I know they're imported bags, right? But that it's made in Nigeria, made in Port Harcourt, made in the South, it got me so excited. But then I became sad because you are not in the business of making bags, you are in the business of selling bags. You are not in the business of baking cake, you are in the business of selling cakes. You are not in the business of making a beautiful, how do you guys call it, bespoke? You call it what? Bespoke fashion wares. No, you are in the business of selling bespoke fashion wares. So when you are done artistifying the clothes, you are done beautifying and icing and decorating the cake. If you don't sell that cake, you've lost money, yes or yes? So learning about selling and marketing should be a priority. If you're reading a book, 2 books in a month as a CEO, as a business owner, as a staff of any organization, one of the things you should read a lot is about marketing. You should know the top salespeople in the world. You can't be in real estate and you don't know Grant Cardone. You can't be in consulting and public speaking and you don't know Anthony Robbins. Okay, so I'm going to share a few things here because, we're just going to be answering a lot of your questions. I want to share, there are 7, I like teaching sales from the persuasive perspective, from psychology perspective. Because when I market what I market, I try to market it in a way that I'm not telling you, but you want to buy. Human beings are made of emotional beings. There's a psychology part of a human being. And we are made of that part. The psychology, the emotions, the logic. People buy things to satisfy their emotional agenda and then they use logic to balance it out. Write that down. I'm going to explain. People buy things to satisfy their emotional agenda and they use logic to reason and balance it out. The reason why you wear the kind of clothes you're wearing is not just because you want to cover your nakedness. Yes or yes? Because if it was just to cover your nakedness, man, you just buy any clothes and you wear. But you took time to select the quality of the material, the design. There's an emotional agenda you want to satisfy. You don't just want to wear another cloth. You wanted to wear a kind of clothes that speak a particular language of how your class and your feeling. So when you are selling, ask yourself, what is the emotional agenda of the people that are buying what I'm selling? When you understand the emotional agenda, you place the emotional agenda before them. And your marketing goes smooth. I'm going to share testimonies from 7 persuasive tactics, but I'm not going to talk about the 7. I'm just going to randomly pick a few, and then we sit down and we answer questions. One time ago, I went to Lagos in 2018 to attend Daystar Leadership Academy training, DLA, with Sam Adeyemi. I've shared that story a lot of times with most of the people that have attended my sales class. But that's where my sales journey really began in 2018. I'm one person that I can bribe you so you don't put me in the marketing team. I can become your houseboy. Like, I can serve you. So I was scared of marketing. I didn't like sales. Like, I can dodge everything in the organization. In fact, reduce my salary, but don't put me under sales and marketing. Why? Fear is the absence of knowledge. Write that down. Fear is the absence of knowledge. Whatever you are afraid of is a pointer to the fact that you have little or no knowledge about that thing. If you're like me that don't know how to drive, if they give you a car and say, go drive, you'll be scared at the first place, right? Why are you afraid? You don't know how to drive. But if you know how to drive and they give you a car key, before they will say, Jack, you're gone. Yes or yes? Especially if it's the latest Benz. The reason why you are afraid of selling is because you have little or no knowledge about sales. Is it making sense now? So how do you cure the fear of rejection? Is to study and to learn from people who are making constant sales, how they are doing it. So in 2018, I went to Daystar Leadership Academy, and for 2 weeks, I sponsored myself. And while I was there, the budget I had, I found out that what I budgeted for was more than what I had in my pocket financially. So my money was reducing gradually. And I still had like 5 days to go. And I knew that if I don't beg, I will stay in Lagos. But I was ashamed to beg. How do you come for a conference like this? You are meeting people for the first time. And everybody's beginning to, you're bringing your A game when you're interacting. You know that kind of things. Now, when you come for an event like this, you don't want to say your own bad pass, Abi? You package small. And I was like, Kingsley, how do you start telling people, I came all the way from Port Harcourt, my transport is about to finish. Can you help me with transport? So that fear didn't even allow me to open my mouth. So I stood up during the break in one of the sessions and I strolled to the back. That's why when you come for a conference like this, intentionally go to the booth stand. Not just your own booth stand alone. Go to other people's booth stand and see what they are exhibiting so you can buy something. So I went to the back of the hall where we were having the session. And they were displaying books. Of course, books by Dr. Sam Adeyemi and a lot of other books. I saw one particular book and the title of the book caught my attention. I picked up the book and I looked at it and I asked the guy how much. The guy gave me a ridiculous price. It was less than $1. And I looked at the book. I said, why? He said, because we are selling out this stock. Pay attention. We are selling out what? This stock. It means that Dr. Sam Adeyemi has improved or he has written another edition of this book. So we're selling off this one off the shelf. That's why we're selling it this low. Instantly, I calculated and I said, this is market for me. And I picked up my phone. And I wrote down a list of 100 people that I know will need this book. If they were in Lagos with me, they will buy this book. And as I wrote their names down, I started calling them one by one. I said, guy, I've seen a book. I know you need this book. You really, really need this book. In fact, you have to get this book because, number one, the book is going out of stock and you won't find it again in the market. Those calls that I made, that day instantly, I made close to 50,000 naira. Close to what? 50,000 naira. I was still in Lagos and I was making calls. They were transferring the money to my account. What was less than $1, I was selling it more like $10. I don't want to use the Naira equivalent because it's ridiculous. And I know they are recording. It was like $10. So I was making like times 10. See what marketing can do for you, right? You see what marketing can do? I was making like times 10. So as I was calling them, instantly, the money I needed to take me for the remaining 5 days, I got it instantly. From the money they paid, I bought the books that for the people that have ordered for it. I had enough money to take care of me in Lagos for the remaining days of my staying there, and I had enough money to bring me back. And guess what? I had more than enough, and I bought more copies. Remember, I had a list of 100 people, right? And then I came back to that. At the end of the day, I made over 150,000 naira selling that book. Now, it wasn't because I knew a lot about sales as at that time. It was out of a desperate situation of me being ashamed and afraid to go and beg people for what? So are you going to keep quiet and close your mouth and keep crying while your business is dying? What's the alternative to you The same business you're struggling with, some people are making a lot of money from it. So there's persuasive techniques. Number one that you could use in selling, which of course Kale probably have shared about it. Number one is, write that down, is social proof. Social proof. Social proof. In marketing, social proof is a persuasive, powerful way you could use in selling your product. People don't buy from people they hate. Let me repeat that again. People don't buy from people they hate. So you must find a way to make people like you and like what you do. If people like you and like what you do, even if they don't have money to buy, they will market you without you knowing. And they're not even asking you for commission. People don't buy. People easily buy more when they know that other people are bought. Yes or yes? So social proof is that you are selling this thing and somebody bought. Don't keep quiet. As you came for this exhibition, people came down and they bought. Put it on your status. Wow. People came and they bought my product, and you put the sample. That's social proof. So in one of my books, my first book, Start Small, Sell Out, I had sold like 400 copies of the book. Hard copies. I've sold like 400. I've sold over close. Thank you. No, but we're still doing. We've done over 700 copies as at now. In fact, it's out of stock. We need to reprint. So when I sold like 400 copies, I went on Facebook and I typed very long, compelling content. And I said, it's so beautiful to know that a simple experience can be packaged into a product that can help other small businesses start and grow their journey. I'm excited by the amazing testimonies and the reviews that my book has gone. No wonder we have sold over 400 copies. Did you see how I wrote that content? Guess what? I sold another 10 copies from those who read that content. So when you are selling your products, do use social proof. People are buying. Let other people that have not bought know that other people are doing what? Buying. You got alerts. Screenshot the alerts. Remove your balance. Remove the name of the person. Post it on your status. New delivery. And when people buy, ask them to give review. Don't lobby them. If somebody give you a bad review, take it and improve upon it. Don't tell them, say something nice. So try and say something nice. It's good you want something nice, but if they give you terrible review, it's to improve your business. I hear what I'm saying now. Of course, when they give you terrible review, it's not all of them you post. You post a good one, right? Take reviews and share it. That's social proof. When people use your product and they know that your product works and they talk about it, take that their testimony and share and talk about it. I have used that and it has worked tremendously in my business. I do coaching and consulting. And last week, I got 2 clients who are in my coaching program. And I just took a screenshot of our virtual session and I put it on my status and I said, I'm excited to start a new journey with these young people who are starting their own business, and we're doing a coaching sessions. I know that when we're done, the least they are going to make is 250,000 naira a month. And that's what my business coaching session does. You know, you do least you do is 250,000 naira a month if you are committed to doing the things I'm going to be sharing with you, because I've been in consulting and training for over 7 years, right? I've worked in several companies, so I have experience. And just posting that on my status, I got 2 new clients. So they just DM me, sir, how much I want to also join the coaching program. Somebody say social proof. Say social proof. So when people buy your products, tell them, can we take pictures together? Would you give me permission to just talk about it? You know, some people don't know that this product is beautiful. Your buying it is giving a lot of them confidence too. In fact, for allowing us to take pictures together, we could give you a 10% discount when you buy the next one. You get what I'm saying now? No, give them free for this one. When you buy the next one. Somebody says social proof. Number 2 way that you can persuasively sell your products is to appear as an authority. Is honesty here? Honesty. It's outside. Please, honesty, take picture of me in Jesus' name. Collect my phone there, snap me, and snap as I talk like this. It's not social proof. Hello, is it not social proof? I came to make in Nigeria and I was training business people. Is it not social proof? Simple. It's the thing. This is the social proof we're talking about. You see it on my status very soon. Number 2, authority. When you are in any business, you must Show yourself as an authority. What business do you do, sir? Yep. You're into tech. What part of tech? Cybersecurity. Now, you could be a powerful, very efficient cybersecurity expert, but I don't perceive you as an authority, and because I don't perceive you as an authority, move from just putting on your status, buy, sale, come and patronize me, I'm hungry, oh, hey, patronize me, oh, my landlord will pursue me, to tips which Kale has shared, educative content. Share a few tips about your business that can be educative, right? About what you do and how it can help them. For instance, in my WhatsApp group, in a secondary school WhatsApp group, there's this guy, is my classmate, his name is Inyene Paul. Now this guy, I didn't know he was a cybersecurity expert, but anytime I have an issue with anything attack on my phone, is in my call I run to. What did he do? He started teaching us simple tips on how your phone can be hacked and how to prevent it. It was throwing him, I learned something that they call malware. I didn't know that thing is a virus. That somebody can use, you see this cable they are using to charge phone. They can implant a malware into your phone via cable. So the guy was just giving us tips. He did not say come and buy. He didn't say come and pay for my course. I know what I'm saying now. He was just giving tips. Now, if I want to do anything about security, it's him. I've referred a lot of people to him. So you have to come out and perceive and show yourself as an authority. Authority comes from testimonials. It comes from educative content. Are you getting what I'm saying now? You attend events like this and you see superstars or successful entrepreneurs. You take pictures with them. You can't come here and you don't take pictures with K.O. Baba. Somebody will buy your business just because you snapped and they saw a picture of you and K.O. Baba. Certain conferences you attend, in certain hotels, you do a very short video. Then mention and say, na Sheraton Hotel you did. They don't know whether the event you go for free or you pay. But you went to Sheraton, is a done deal. You fly, you took flights. Take a selfie inside the plane. My friend sold this book. He said the reason why, he said somebody has been following him on Twitter, and the guy said the day he posted that he was flying from Lagos to Calabar, that was the day he decided to patronize him. He had known him for years. But he said, if this guy get money, pay flight ticket, that means he knows what he's doing. Now, you don't have to do exactly the way I said, but ask yourself, how do I come out as an authority in my industry? Now, coming out as an authority doesn't mean you have to make 1 million before you are perceived as an authority. I hear what I'm saying. Now, one of the ways that you are perceived as an authority is when you are educative. Our teachers are our number one first authority in our lives as kids. Yes or yes? If you don't know, ask the parents who have kids now in their house. The child is writing rubbish. You are trying to correct. Say, no, our teacher said. Have you experienced that before? Mommy, no. Our teacher said. The teacher is the authority to the child. Your prospects are like babies. 2, the more you educate them, somebody is saying, if I can't teach them everything, they'll still come by again. Forget they will buy. So, how I use that again in my business, as I said, I'm just going to be sharing my story, right? How I use that in my business is that I started talking about sales and marketing, free tips on Facebook. I will talk about sales. I will share tips on marketing. I will share how to talk to a customer, what to do to keep a customer going, I just kept sharing simple tips. Guess what? In the last 4 months, I've gotten more training and I've been paid to do more training on marketing than the other ones I used to do because I started talking and educating people on selling. So you are into Ankara, talk about how they can maintain the Ankara wears. You are into fashion, talk about how they can use proper color combinations in what they are dressing. That can just endear them to your heart and they will buy. Number 3, in persuasion techniques in selling is scarcity. When you create exclusive products, people are willing to pay more. When people see that that thing is not, how do I put it? It's not very common. The more common your service and your product, the cheaper people will price you. The more common your products, the more common your services, the cheaper people will price you, the more competitive it will be. That's why any business that anybody can start with little or no amount of money, you always have a lot of people in that place, right? So how do you do that? You can take your common service and turn it into a premium service. There's a barber that barbs I know him. He is from Uyo, but he's based in Lagos. This guy barbs all the celebrities that you know. Timaya. Because we've seen pictures of him. So when he mastered the art of cutting hair for the guys, he now decided he was going to do premium. He was going to go into barb celebrities. So what you pay, 300 or 500 or 1.5. Celebrities, they pay how much? So in your business, ask yourself, how do I create scarcity in my business? How do I create scarcity in my business? Now, this may not completely fly for everybody, right? But there's a way you can package that. Maybe you sell... Okay, yeah, all right. So I'll just round up with that. So maybe you sell, you make Ankara wears, right? You could make an exclusive design that is not common. And you target the people who can pay premium for it. And then you sell to them. I don't know, our time is up. Have I been able to make any sense to anybody here today? All right? So you can follow me on Facebook. Just follow me on Facebook. Kingsley Ime. Or just type Phenomenal Kingsley and you will see all my posts. Then from there, you can follow me. I hope that next year, when you come here, your sales would have increased, your number of clients that you're serving this year. Pay attention to your number of clients so that by next year, when you're coming here, you will see a trajectory, and you see when I came last year, we used to do only 100 people. Now we serve 1,000 clients. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you will be carried away with the free knowledge and you're not implementing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, we've been asked to come down because of the lighting. Okay. I think we'll do, even from the last section when I talked about social capital and what you've just learned. On Monday, I talked to you about increasing the policies, increasing the possibility, increasing your sales possibility. On Tuesday, we talked about, I don't remember what I learned on Tuesday. What to talk about on Tuesday? So put on the look. If you don't forget, I go carry apply. Kevin, tell us what we shared on Tuesday. See, you a copy from him. Somebody tell us what we talked about yesterday. And that one I could remember that one. So I talk about sell abnormally from all of this, and then from what my brother Kingsley has also shared. Now, beyond these questions relating to sales and marketing, we don't have all the time. We can take questions relating to sales and marketing. That's what we can take. So please, around this area, you can ask your questions. How many people have questions? Just hands up. You will pass the mic around. We'll just take it soft and fast.
Questions on anything that has to do with your business, you struggle with marketing. It doesn't have to be what was taught. Has to be what you learned here. Anything that has to do with your marketing in your business, please ask now. If you ask me after, I will charge you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kelvin. I'm an artist. I do handmade custom designs on clothing. I also run a quick service restaurant known as Akara. We are located at UST Bargate. Okay, so yesterday when I go home from the conference, my partner told me that we had a customer that ordered, and when she was served her food, after like 20 minutes of being served, she called back and said her noodles was burnt. And we actually use non-stick pans to prepare our foods, and we do not burn our foods ever. So my partner told her, okay, I'm sorry about your experience. She said she wants another plate of food. So my partner was like, I'm sorry about your experience. We'll give you 30% discount because of your experience, and then so we can serve you another food. But the customer insisted that she wanted another plate of food. She wasn't going to pay any money. So my partner stopped taking her calls. So when I go back home, she told me this. I was like, okay, I'll bring it here so I'll know how to, handle it from here. So what should we do in such situations? Please, I want you to take note that we use non-stick pans. Our food never get burnt, ever. And she called 20 minutes after she was served, and she said she gave the food to someone else, that she couldn't eat it because it was burnt. And we offered her 30% discount if she wanted another plate, but she said she wanted a place she was not going to pay for. So in such situations, what can we do?
Okay, let me go on this. First thing, I think your approach, you are convinced that this is what I use for cooking, and food need a bun. Abi? Yes, and then somebody calls and you are not talking to the customer. You are not telling the customer that this person where you give the food is not telling you the truth. Because no, she said she didn't, she not eat the food. She gives somebody.
She didn't eat the food at all.
Yes, it was someone else also. So I think in this case, you should tell the customer. I think the person is playing a trick on you, or the person is just trying to test you, because this is what we use in making our meals. You can ask questions. You can go on Google. When you are cooking with this, food cannot get burnt. Now, if we served you and you ate this food yourself, it's because now reported speech, you understand? And you say you are saying this, you have a video evidence, you are coming from the place of conviction, we'll give you this, we'll give you a free meal. But because this is coming from someone and we agree with you that you are not happy, but we are also convinced that we no burn this food. Why? Because this is what we use in cooking. We will do it at a discounted rate. But I will beg you, always give the customer the option to quote the discount. Sometimes now she will carry her mouth talk that 30%. I don't know whether you get my point. Because I like the fact that you are convinced that nobody you burn the food. I like the fact that she even said, nobody me eat and I give person. And I have a case that I can tell you that look at this person. Now I want you to do something for me, please. When you get to call the customer, say I was not around. I went to a conference and I heard this. So I said I should follow up because we value our customer, we value our services. Still go ahead and explain. I don't want you to leave this, make you know. So this is what we use in cooking. I can send you pictures on WhatsApp. And because of this technology, because of this, our Indomie need a bun. So I just feel the person was trying to just joke with you. So first thing, I want you to call the person back, tell the person be serious. Please don't tell the person be honest. So don't look as if he was lying, because I assume it's a joke. Tell the person be serious. Was the Indomie burnt? I don't know they get what you tell her. Play around. We've talked about sales psychology here. When the person tells you this, that the Indomie burn, he's not saying the truth. If you are the one who ate this Indomie and you are sure of what you're saying, I have videos of it, I'll give you free and plus even an extra plate. But when it's a reported speech, and I know that based on our technology is not true, we'll do a discount for you. Tell us how much discount you want. Tell us how much discount. Let the person talk. Still call her. If for nothing, because you are calling her and you are sounding apologetic and you are not sounding just defensive and you are willing to offer her something, fine. If she insists on not paying a discount, go ahead and give her that one plate of discount. do it. A plate is like 1525, Abi. Yes, but I still want you to prove to her that your food cannot get burnt. I'm more interested in you making that point because you are so sure of what you are saying. They don't carry food, give one boyfriend now. In one begin they play with the girl intelligent. Now be waiting they try to. So handle it from that angle, please.
Yeah. So for me, one of the things when I tell people, having a bad customer is also a blessing. Having a terrible customer can also be a blessing because sometimes it shows you certain things you should begin to do. So it means that you're going to start educating your clients and your customers on the different utensils you use in your business. So when you start educating them, some of them will begin to have more confidence in patronizing you. So you had a bad experience of somebody who used your product and you know that it was not a bad product, but the person says it's a bad product. And it's okay, just do a refund. No, not do a refund, just like he said, cook another meal and send to him. This time around, when you start the cooking, do a snapshot and a short video and just send, just to add to that this is what we do. But then, because we value you, we just want to give this back. But next time, like he said, I think everybody should learn that approach pattern. Asking the person, so how much discount would you want us to do? Because of course you know that every plate of food we produce costs us money, right? Plus our profit. But then how much discount you want to do? So take that part where you start doing a lot of educating and let that be part of your marketing message, that we don't just use pots made from Tinker by the roadside. You know, we use high sophisticated technology in terms of the utensils we're using because we count your health as important. That can also go a long way to help. All right?
Thank you. Please, next person.
We're sitting here because of you. If you don't ask
No, if you don't have
questions, stand
question,
up and go.
me we don't suffer tire. I don't suffer for this. I don't suffer. God, for 5 or 6 days. Honestly, I've not slept for up to 3 hours. I don't suffer well for this conference. Shy.
So your question on sales, you are struggling with marketing in your organization, in your business. Start raising now that the spirit have come.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah.
My name is
Take the mic.
My name is Akio Delight. I want to ask, as a young entrepreneur, we want to grow, and there are some certain things that you cannot do alone. For instance, you have your business, your outlet here, you have it here, and you still want to have it other places. That means you need workers to work with you.
Yeah.
What is the strategy you will use as an entrepreneur to have a sustainable relationship with the people that work with you?
Okay.
Of course, you know, if you are working with somebody and then maybe 2 months time the person leave, another month, that they keep living like that will affect the business.
Yes.
So what do you do to have a sustainable relationship with these people that comes to work with you?
Okay.
Thank you.
So when I do trainings for my clients and we talk about, it's called workplace productivity training. And one of the things we do first is, please, business people here, we must stop seeing our staffs as if they are helping us. And I will say some things that are controversial. It's okay not to agree with me. You are not helping your staff. Your staff is helping you. When you see it as the people you employ are helping you, the way you approach and you do work with them will differ. One time when I was working with my boss, he did something that is sticking to me. This is close to 10 years. I haven't forgotten that thing. Every month, when is any of our staff's birthday, he would declare the entire office, not just cake for the person who's celebrating his birthday, right? He's also making, that day is Choppings Day. So everybody's now looking for whose birthday is next so that we'll have Choppings in the office or God will pay. Now, what is he doing now? He's trying to bring appreciation to the team. And then the first time I attended the cinemas, it was my boss that paid our cinema ticket. I had never gone to the cinemas before. It was a Friday. He said, hey guys, let's go to the cinemas. I said, oh God, which one be cinemas? He said, don't worry, let's go. And he took us to Silverbird and we watched one movie. It was fun. It was not part of my salary. He was not obligated to do that. But he did that. Guess what? The following year, we had a challenging time in our business that for 4 months we were not paid. But we did not leave. So you must pay attention to your staff beyond measuring their output in your business. Now, there are some people that want to abuse that privilege. You will also find them. Are you getting me? When you find them, you pick them out and you exclude them from your team. But go beyond just seeing a boss and a staff, an employer and an employee, and have a cordial relationship beyond that. Be interested in what they're interested in. People are working for you, not for your vision, for their vision. Make them see that your vision in your organization includes their vision, and they will be ready to stick their neck to it till the end. Secondly, you have to, before you start jumping on spreading different branches of your business, have a proper structure. Many businesses don't have business structure. Business structure, there's something called SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. We only see that in bigger organizations, but those things can be adopted to our smaller businesses. What are some of the SOP? The SOP is that you, the business owner, even if you are the business owner, I must be in my office by 8 o'clock. If I'm not, it means I'm not in town. That could be a simple SOP. Another SOP could be that nobody collects cash here. Do you get my point now? Create those simple processes and standards such that when the organization in one place is running on its own, you can take that same thing and replicate it elsewhere. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Thank you.
Okay, let me ask you, Christian and Sai principles. Let me say I know Sabi. I like to. I'm a realist, maybe because I'm somebody who is grassrooted and a creative person. If everybody runs a business and you struggle with staff retention, there is something you have to look inward. Because you just presented the questions and it looks as if it's about them. They don't want to stay. If we give you a chance, you will say, nowadays people, they are not patient. What's frustrating them, we will make them no fee stay. Because, yeah, you've shared, like, it was Mayor Putakwa last year now. We finished and we spent too much because it was like trying to scale.
Okay.
So that scalability,
Yeah.
the risks was high. I knew the risks, but I had a lot of debt. People bought tables. I had people owing me, and I was struggling. So I didn't pay my staff for a course. And I can tell you, it's not, people I'm talking to, they are here, that I had people work with me, and their interest is not about me pay them, it's about me pay others. So, you see people who work for you, immediately you learn how to turn staff into family members. They stay. They stay. The workplace have to be homely. The workplace have to know how to reward people. When there is so much money and people are getting very little, even when you no go get the money, then go still feel say
You get.
you get. Because I've spoken with a lot of, I have friends in my office. My resumption time is 10 o'clock. Nobody in this Port Harcourt, they resume by 10. Sadly, my staff, some of them mind, but it's very wicked people, the youth of nowadays. Some still they can't walk around 11. Let me tell you the truth. Everybody who has been working with me for the past how many years, like full-time staff, apart from one, Ayemi is married now. As they still work with me. Even the one I said that is married, that day far when you work, when I have event, she still wants to come and work as a part-time staff. How we treat people can make people to be willing to walk the road with us. So please, I am telling you, how you treat people will make people. You're welcome, sir. Your boys are lawyer. Please bring him to the front. He's a very big man. Please.
Our senior man.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Please put your hands together for our keynote speaker this evening.
Welcome, sir.
Instead of wear suit, you wear one shirt. You want to look like me. But I'm short now, you are tall. Why didn't you short like me? You're welcome, please. That's one very industrious person. So I am saying this. I know that I'm sounding very soft, but it's also important. Now, it is not only the business that have challenges. The people that makes the business, they also have their challenge. So this what's happening. Now, recently Nigeria has Tinubu. So because Nigeria don't Tinubu now, the cost of transportation became very high and a lot of things. So I woke up, our earning, not as if our earning increased. I woke up one day and then I was thinking about my staff. So in my head, I'm asking, the person earning 80K, how this person they carry survive when they earn 80K? The person earning 70, 60K, 50K, how this person, when this person pay transport, what will remain? Everything. So I said to myself that in September, I will increase salary by 50%. The reality doesn't suit it. But this is what I know, that when I announced the increment, my people felt motivated. My people say, nobody still don't they make money pass before. In fact, we even had a couple of bad business. So I said, I'm going to increase salary. I don't care where the money will come from. I'm going to keep it. And one of them now asked me, say, why the increase salary? Why you know this? I say, my spirit say my increase salary. And the guy said, you only like this spirit, boss. I said, no. But from the motivational point of view, I knew too well that people deserve a raise. So I went to my wife. I have a domestic staff. She comes to my house to clean 3 times. She works for just 3 times. When she finishes her cleaning, she will go. So there's a particular, I said to my wife, please increase this person's salary. She said, she gave me some explanation. I said, yes, I will pay, increase. And I said, because of the transport rate. And the girl collected her increment, and she's happy. Because I work for 3 days, sometimes morning alone, and when I finish cleaning, I go house. And I earn more than the POS person that works for 20-something days. I'm saying this. It is not only the business that have challenge. The people that mix up the business will also have challenge. When people work for you and you can perceive their challenge and you step in from them, the time where things has changed and doesn't work well, they will be there for you. If my staff say my phone is bad, I will buy a phone for them. It's not part of your salary. If the worst come to worst, so that you will take your time and know that it's not easy, I will intentionally want to do easy pay, easy buy, or flexi pay. Let it be like that. People see all this, and in their head, they are saying, one of my staff say, I do work here. Let me tell you a true life story, and then, of course, you will appreciate our story. I've got this staff. I've never sacked anybody apart from her. And she did something that I didn't like. And I said, besides not being happy with the way you work, I don't want you to work again. But this is what I will do for you. I will look for a job for you. So I started calling my friends. I get person they find work. I get person they find work. I get person they find work. So one of my friends now called and I tell her the person. He said, but this person they work for you. I said, this person in work schedule and my this thing. I cannot tell you I sack person me employed now. You understand?
Yeah.
My friend employed. Good enough then, self. Her salary had additional 10 or 20,000. It was a good job. She went in there, and not up to 2 months or 1 month, she was calling me. So I've already told my HR, see this person, he go find me. There is no boss like me. I'm the best. I'm saying it so that he will hear, because he's a boss too. I'm the best. The person left, and him and this my new friend, they were not, because I know a very intelligent girl. So when my friend called me complain, I don't believe my friend. I said, I lie. So when I called her, she told me the truth. I said, I will look for another job for you. I look for the second job. Not up to 1 month, too. And one of the days she called me, boss, do you have vacancy? I can tell you that I've worked with these people. They know reach you. Empathy. I don't care how much you are earning in your business. What was your business? You sell phones. Garrison. Because let me know whether they buy. Because they take my phone, sell for Garrison. I've been looking at you since you enter. No, okay. If it was Garrison now, I will stop this thing. We'll go outside. Garrison boys, very wicked people. So you for your business, you don't need too many staff. I don't want to start asking you how much you pay your staff, but I can tell you that the sitting away transport costs, that you wake up once a week, you give that your staff 1,000 naira. You will see it like nothing. For the person head, if I go work another place, they know if you give me this transport.
Yeah.
I wake up sometimes, I give my staff 50,000 naira, 20,000 naira, so each will share. And they are sharing it, is subsidized for their transport. I do that often, very well. In their head, the next place where they go try to work, they need to share money like this.
All right, let's get the next question.
Please make it hard for people to leave you. Get close to them, even if they are ladies. Except you get close to ladies, you want to start sleeping with them. Now they don't fall your hand. But if you get close to them, you want to take them like your sister. You want to advise them, support them. You want to write jam, give them, make them go write jam. Don't say, if this person write this jam now, passing go leave me. That person will pass that jam and turn to a customer's rep. I don't know whether you get my point. That's my own. God bless you.
The other lady, she had her hand first.
Okay, good afternoon or good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel. I run a restaurant. Okay, the challenge that I'm having in my own business is profit making. Okay, I don't know whether although it's a newly established business, I don't know whether it's because of it. And also, we also have a challenge of kind of transportation. The person that the staff, the place that is coming from is far. So most of the times we give him the transport, and it's still from the business, from the profit of the business. And also, he also complains that maybe why the business is not profiting a lot is because we are buying in retail, on retail basis. So he's now telling us to buy in large quantities so that by the time not buying every day, he's going to the market. After selling, he used the money to go to the market and buy again and all that. So I want to know whether buying in large quantity will solve the problem. And what if the money is not there to buy in that large quantity? How can such business survive? Thank you.
All right. Okay, so first off, businesses must make profits. If they don't make profit, they will die. Right? So you ask yourself first, where I am located, how many people works in to eat from me? How much did it cost for me to do my food cooking? If I must make profit, how many plates of food will I sell in a day to be able to make profit? For example, if I am producing this product and I invested, say, 100,000 naira for this product, and I want to make additional 100,000 naira from this product. First, I'd ask myself, how many units of this product can 100,000 naira produce? Right? How much will I sell it such that I will get back the 100,000 naira capital and the additional 100,000 naira profit on it per unit at the end of the day? Then the next question will now be, how do I get people, that number of people to buy so I can get that profit? That's how I think first, because I always look at marketing. Not that marketing is the only solution. But when it comes to food business, it is very dicey, because you sleep today, you wake up tomorrow, the price has crazily gone up. I know my neighbor that used to sell fish was part of her, what she sells. But by the time she went to the market last month, she stopped buying fish. She told the people, no fish again. Because if I buy this fish, I have to sell it 400 naira. And you people here will complain. So for that, she looked at the part of the business that is not really profiting, because she's trying to scale up. Are you getting me? so as to conserve on the areas that are more profiting, and she ensures she sells more. Now you are having a walk-in shop. What are the things that cost more in that shop? Have you tried to do delivery? Apart from people coming in to buy and sit and eat, have you thought of also creating soup and people order soup, like you just cook and then you go and deliver? So you price per bucket. Do you get my point now? So you have to think of other, because I'm not sitting with you to analyze your business. I'm just giving you tidbits here and there, and I hope that will be able to help. Number one, you need to pay attention to marketing. Where I am, what do I need to do to bring more people into coming here to sit and eat, buy from me? Number two, if I take the approach of going to deliver to them, will it make people buy more? So it means now you have to get into the market now and do some findings within that environment. Number three, these other parts where you do cook and then you sell, people order, we want this bucket of soup, we want this custard of soup, and then you price it in such a way that only that soup alone, are you getting me, can become profitable. I know a lady, she's no longer in the country. If I mention her name, even Kay would know the person. She shut down her restaurant business. I'm not saying she shut down your own. She shut down her restaurant business. She was not doing catering and food delivery. She made more profit than her restaurant business because, of course, the position at which the business was she was sinking money and it was not profiting. But when she switched into catering service delivery, that was her own strength. She was able to market that service and she makes more profit. So she only cooks when she gets order and then she delivers. And then she started doing breakfast this week. She's not creating all those stuff and then using digital platform to sell more. Do you get me? So I can't categorically stay here and tell you. But if it comes to retailing is always expensive. I tell you a secret. My mom is an entrepreneur. And maybe that's where I inherited my entrepreneurship from. She started an oil business. She sells pure natural palm oil. She goes to our village, processes and brings it back. When she went into the business, when she sells in 25 liters, she makes less than 3,000 naira profit. But when she started selling in Ragolis bottles, she made more profit. So she told me, son, I'm not selling in this quantity again. I sell in. So she just positioned herself in one of the local street markets, and then she sells. So buying in small quantities can also be depleting your profit margin. But how do you now start buying in bulk when you are just starting? Do you get my point now? But if we sit one-on-one, we'll be able to look at that more. I don't know if it's been of help.
Okay. Madam, what's the location of your restaurant?
At Odaba Road.
Odaba Road.
Yes.
I think it's a busy area. Along that Odaba Road or one of the streets there.
Beside Love FM.
Beside Love
Yes,
FM.
yes.
When you
That's
hear from
Plaza.
artillery.
Wait to
A plaza.
that plaza.
Yes.
There's one car park with a nota.
Yes, yes.
Now you get that restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Where they use bacha.
Not Bacha.
Do you want to be block, normal block?
Yes.
Okay. I know Love FM, so I understand the place already. Okay, let me come in. Let me say something. Don't worry, you can sit down. Always remember I'm a realist. So let me say something. The first thing I like to tell you about when you are not making profit in business, if you are not getting profit, you are getting problems. So I tell my friends when they are doing show, they say it's free show. I'll tell them that this one where you say a free show, that means you don't want profit. Because when I started, I was doing shows for popularity. But when it comes to a level where they don't know me, I was doing shows for profitability. Yes. There's nothing you can see they cook for popularity, because it's not going to sustain. It's not sustainable. You are cooking. You have a question. Okay, you want to help her. Okay. So I just want to be very real and see if you can go back and then you practice this idea. And then I'm hoping that we can have other talks after now. The first thing I tell people who do restaurant business, I will take you like 4 or 5 things and let me see is quality. Listen to me. I feel, I don't want to assume, I feel I'm coming from the place of confidence that the food should be cooked in such a way that it is very good. When it is very good and your meal enter people's mouth, they feel happy. What you get in return is word of mouth marketing. because I eat somewhere and people enjoy them, the people will become my first salesmen. That's what I've discovered about food business. At once you do food and the food is good, if you are consistent enough to keep doing it for 1 year, things go turn up. I'm not saying because it's good first day, but because it's good, people come back, and most times they tell their friends, and most times they tell their friends. Do you have that kind of experience in your business? So your numbers much. That's it. Number one, the food has to be good. You can't play with quality. If the food is not good, no matter how you do it, no advice will go tell you here where they go joke with them. The next thing I tell people about food business is the environment. The environment must be good. If you sell food in places where people can eat and take pictures. Am I talking to someone here? Yeah. It has evolved. That's how this generation is. We're in a generation of people who want to always do pictures and content from everything. If I can eat in a place, and that place I am eating, I cannot carry my phone up. I cannot be proud of taking pictures from it. It's a problem for the business owner. So I tell restaurant people, you try as much as possible to make sure you stand at the door, look at the door, take pictures, show people, and say, we will need to repaint, we need to change table, we need to change cloth, we need to... I don't want to sound as a business consultant. I'm just a comedian who used to read book. But I'm telling you, that's the number 2 thing. I want you to pay attention to the setting. The number 3 thing I want to tell you, most of you business people still do not accept that you should have marketing manager. You do not need a marketing manager. If I tell you employ a marketing manager, you go there, you like see they waste money. But in the absence of not employing a marketing manager, you are telling yourself that you will multitask. So, madam, when people come to eat in your place, you need to have a way of getting their phone numbers. Because you don't attend this conference now, carry one jotter or tell your daughter, do you have a daughter? Because they are the best, your daughter, to write their numbers down so that you can learn how to be sending people text message. Have you eaten our egusi soup this week, this month? Don't allow anybody tell you that you are a mama, you are a very young girl. If you enter Bayelsa now, or you go to any house of assembly, they may razzle you. So don't allow, if you pass anywhere where politicians, if you mistakenly pass, you know that you are very beautiful. So don't allow anybody come and deceive you that you are a young woman. Because I can see you from here, you are very beautiful. Yes. Why am I saying this? I want you to approach your business as somebody that is young. You do the marketing. You have people who eat from you regularly. Please have their number. Send them text. Tell them that, have you tested this? They may not reply you because they don't remember you. Now, be your marketer. Sometimes once in a month, twice in a month, brother this, brother that. You don't they can't eat here. I think they like them. Talk to your office people, maybe they can't eat with me too. I like the fact I'm talking, you're nodding your head. Are you getting my point? Tell me they can't eat. Talk to them, generate interest. Push people to give you referral. Are you getting what I'm saying? It will help boost the business. The next thing you were talking about is, since we are talking about profit, we cannot overlook finance. You have to know exactly how much you spend to prepare all your food in a day. Maybe it's 50,000. Maybe it's 100,000. You also have to have, like my brother has said, how much you charge your plate of food. Because if you are talking of profit most times, sometimes you are underselling. You are underselling because of fear. Why you are underselling because of fear? You don't know that these people have attached so much to your food that 500 naira that will even make the magic for you to start making profit. You've not added that 500 naira yet. Except you know say your food like Kalaba. But if you trust your food, please do your evaluation. Check very well. If I'm selling at this rate, I'm running at loss. I can shift a bit. And when you want to increase price, people should not just walk in and they hear that you've increased price. Food today now 1,000. No. Please, carry a little board. Gum somewhere. We appreciate how you've supported us and we've eaten in our place despite the economic reality. And it has also been easy for us as a company, but we will continually need your support as we make a little shift. If you like, add 10,000, call and little. A little shift in our price to help us retain the quality of our food. Madam, you will increase that price. You will increase that price and you will bridge it. The last thing I want to tell you, please, be sure that people are not pilfering. Be sure that people are not stealing from you. My friend owns a club in this town. So the workers go hide, buy moet from their house and come. So when then they sell, somebody want that 2-3 drink they buy, because they sneak in with their bag and they don't put the drink for fridge, then go sell their own first. So it was happening, it was losing money. Well, we talk about profit, now make a day. Okay, but see me, I'll complete the rest. Thank you. Let's
next
hear from
question.
Norman. That's the last question. And this guy wanted to talk with you. I would like, he runs a food business, so I would like the both of you to meet.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Please, I want to ask question based on the last talk, Baba. Workers' relationship with whoever that owns the place. Okay, I have people that I work with, and something happened by one of my staff, in fact, my manager and one of my production staff made a mistake and spoiled my product worth of $50-something thousand. And I've been having this, or I have this relationship with them. We relate very well. We are just, friendly. That family environment is there. But I noticed that, will I say, because of the way I relate with them, they now take the work for granted. They stop taking notice of things that should be, they shouldn't joke with. For instance, I produce tiger nut, and tiger nut is very delicate. If you finish extracting and you don't refrigerate immediately, between the place you extracted and to the way you are supposed to refrigerate it, it can go bad. And they know that. But because of the way I relate, I come, and if I'm coming, I'll buy food, I'll give them, we'll joke, we'll play. So they produced and left the product where they finished producing it. Whatever they were doing, I didn't know. Just for them to go and store it when it must have gone bad there. And a customer bought it and called me and said, your drink is bad. I said, how? We just produced now. I quickly went to the office, called the manager, I said, where is the bad drip we did now? They brought it, I said, open. I opened it, lo and behold, it's bad. But they are telling me, mine is in the freezer now. I now looked at the freezer. The freezer they even store it is not on. None of them, from the manager to the production people, they didn't know. Immediately I came in, oh, ma, please. I said 74,000. Where do I recover it from? Now a bag of tiger nut is 70,000. So, how, in fact, October salary is where I'm supposed to remove the money. But what K Baba is saying, I don't know how he wants me to recover this money. Because now I have a relationship with them. Very friendly. In fact, my manager has been coming to this seminar with me.
Don't even stress yourself. Let me answer you.
Please.
See, please, let me always remember I'm a realist. Please, they should be punished for that. You get my point. You can decide to split it across 2 months. Yes, please. I don't discuss business ideas for you to sound good. Because when my ideas sound good for your ear, your result not they good. That means I'm not a good consultant. Yes. My staff, they do all these ones. I told you about when I resume by 10. Is there anybody in your office and they resume by 10 here? No be 8 o'clock. Some of my staff, they can't work around 11. For person, they resume by 10. Somebody, if they drop for office, was like, please, there's traffic now in Aba Road. I reply for this weekend flyover. Weekend flyover traffic for Aba Road. Which part of Aba Road? So they've taught me lesson to the point where if you tell me, I say we're supposed to do telemarketing today. We're supposed to call 8 persons about so and so and so show. And when you tell me that I made 100 calls, I'll say, bring it, count it. It's not about distrust. It is about administration. Fine. If somebody is making mistake for the first time, at that point, they deserve to be warned. But when you are warning people, rather than that first time, serve a query later. You don't, they use mouth. They tell person, you see this time will spoil. No spoil them again, no. No spoil them again, no. But it is in our salvation ministry, get the place. That's even when you want to say, don't do it again, they should write a letter. That's when I started practicing it, my people no seem done serious. It was 2-3 months ago that my HR will talk. We agreed, I see because of this lateness, we'll start doing deduction. The first month, deduction, I said, don't worry, pay them. I don't notice that first month, despite the deduction, when I said, don't worry, pay them. See, it was not the will of God, it was the will of Satan. Everybody now knows that the deduction I was not serious. At once, we just do that deduction like this. Bam. And I think I see if I do deduction of 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, this person feed there for boyfriend house telling, give me 2,000 naira, let them deduct it. I say, just lateness, just collect 5,000. I sent collect 10,000. At once, I just did 1 person, 2 persons. Everybody knew that lateness, if I'm coming late, I will take permission before I'm coming late. So please, I'm being honest to you. They don't run business like that. Business is not charity. What business needs is productivity. So 3 things I will tell you. You should serve a query letter to that effect. Anybody that can take your business for granted, can get your business granted. That's one thing. So you're supposed to serve. If you don't pass, make you no go on Monday night, one form, you apply principle. You can't write and now. They can say, such a wrong passing. So you see this woman. Yeah. And when you do that, if you happen next time, when you serve a query letter to that effect, they know that you are running a business. The letter should state why you are even deducting on Monday. You can still write why you are doing the deduction. You can give them options. Should I take it one time? I don't know how much you're paying, so you can just wait, or you split it twice, and that's simple. Except it's because it's the first time. But from the way, it's not even the first time. But immediately you do this deduction that you're about to do now, I ask God to grant you the grace. Go forth and deduct. Immediately you do it, the awareness will be there. Free self need to walk, They will carry their hand, go repair fridge, come back. You need to. I don't want to tell you, don't do your deduction. I'm running a service-based company. I've lost money. I was supposed to submit a proposal to do an influential marketing for one company. My graphic designer was playing. Like, he was playing until I talk. The proposal now went out. You know, when you send the proposal, our work need to stress us that much. All I need to do is, they will give me 4 million naira. I'll do advert and create this thing. What they will do in their billboard, the advert I will do. Yeah. My graphic designer play until they sit down for their office, use their hand, write within they want. And I know so they come to tell them, says, now this month no one go waste time money. And I forgave. I didn't even talk to them. I leave them. But you know that was a mistake. If I have said, because you've made us lost these millions, I will make this to happen, they will sit up. Discipline is part of it. You get? I would rather dash you 5K. I've done it too. I dash one of my staff money, and HR will still make sure say collect the deduction. And I dash the person money. But what I know, your salary for that thing was deducted. Simple as that. So still do your deduction so that they can take your job serious. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Kyo has already said everything. So we said that we should be a family in a business. Does not mean we should allow for negligence. So in business, like I always say, business structure, there must be a policy. What is the written policy? I mean, you can't take my business for granted. No, if we go outside, we can be friends, but not in the business now. Do you know how much it will take for you to convince that your customer again to trust Tiger? I don't drink Tiger Nut everywhere. I only have 2 places. So if I start drinking your Tiger Nut and it tastes like that, if I buy, I'll give somebody test first. That is costing you more than the money you lost. So every business, once you have a team, have a policy, business policy. It doesn't have to be big grammar. If you come late, see the penalty. If you do this, see the penalty. If we give you query 3 times, the next one is sack. Is statutory. Once anybody, if you fight for office, see the, if you quarrel, see the, if you, once anybody, we bring the book, what did the book say? We can buy boles, you don't chop finish, but the book says that there can't be any form of fighting. So what's the penalty? People stay in alignment when there is a penalty for it, right? So there's got to be penalty for that. So you can choose to do 2 months or 3 months, but there's got to be penalty, especially when it comes to food, that a food business. Somebody can sue you for that. And please talk to a legal advisor. Anybody that is doing any food processing business, make sure there is a lawyer that you have. That's why you need to have lawyers as friends. First, for advice, before you go for consulting, because they will charge you more. Some of the business you do, ask the lawyer, what's the legal implication between me and the consumer, between me and my staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please make the workplace a family, but remember that familiarity brings contempt, yes, as well. Keep it to. There's one yeye thing that happened in this town many years ago. A girl got sacked. Let me tell you people this story. So you see how I know I know. I heard a particular business, but it's very rich. It's very rich. Very rich. So he runs a business. And like I heard from one of his staff. So there's this particular girl that is his staff that they were running things with. So they went out a night before. And as they went out a night before, they drank and did all their rubbish and everything and this. And the next day she came late to work. And the rules say if you come late to work by so and so hour, I'm going to sack you. And the man sacked her. Not minding the risk, say, she go even go to tell people, say, now make me come late too. See where we did yesterday. The man sacked her. My guy say he's a very strict businessman, that's why he sacked her also. But the guy said no. It was simple. Don't bring your excuse to my business. That's how he runs his business. It may sound like a fish head girl, nice she be, but the guy was trying to teach her principles. The same principle she will not keep. What this principle is supposed to be for her, don't bring your love and your feelings to me. She no been get that principle. When she can't go do, the man come and say, I get principle. So you get what we're saying. So please try. And I hope that this section that we'll be able to establish that point.
Well, so in conclusion, every time you invest your money in marketing, you are not spending money. You are investing in marketing, because marketing is a pivotal part of every business. The essence of being in business is so you could sell, so that people can buy. So you must learn every day how to sell better, how to sell more efficiently, because customer behavior is changing. It's called customer behavioral change. The way customers consume products before, even the same product you're selling, is not how they consume now. So at every point in time, you must improve your sales and your marketing knowledge to be able to meet the new market. I'm saying all this grammar to say that I have a program called Sell to Millions. I put together 25 industry experts who've done millions in sales, and KO is one of them. You know, we did that, and it's virtual, so you could just sign up and be a part of it. That training is actually 50,000 naira. My new book is actually 5,000 naira, but for the first 10 people that is going to pay 3,500 naira, you will get a copy of my book, which is going to be out in November, second week, and you will gain access to Sell to Million just for 10 people here. That's it. Thank you.
I'll
Thank
be at
you.
the back if you want to meet me, and then you just get the details.
Please put your hands together. Put your hands together for Kingsley, man. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. Please just help me. Thank you. I think we'll take success story for a few minutes, and our speaker. The beauty of this convention, we're giving you men with proven results. God bless you, boss. We're giving you men with proven results. And then we'll also try to look at the very young, the young and doing it, young and enterprising. And that's what we've been able to achieve with this year Make in Nigerian conference. And also while we're doing this, my pastor, Pastor Tammy Lawrence, came in. Pastor, you're welcome. Pastor, you are very much welcome. Yes. How many of you have gotten so far? You've gotten so much values. Yes. And for those of you, this is the last time I'm announcing it. The WhatsApp number you should take is 0816 5415 6359. 0816 415 6359. So that's the number. That's the WhatsApp for the number for my capacity building community. So you just send in 0816 415 6395. Send a message, they will add you. Just say, add me. I hold free trainings in areas of sales, marketing, growth, and motivation. 0816. Yes, that first. Yes, that's the first number we're doing it. So in few minutes, very few minutes, I'd like to invite all my friend all the way from Abuja to come do this for us. We'll call it Success Story, very brief. And I want you to listen. And after that, our keynote speaker will be coming up. Please, let's put our hands together for my friend, Mr. Famous Olumide. He's my mentor in blockchain and crypto.
Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for KO. Thank you, together. All right. Turn to somebody. Tell someone you look great, you look amazing, you look fantastic, you look awesome. Turn to somebody, anybody. Tell somebody you look great, you look nice, you look awesome. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, KO, again. Thank you for the organizers. I would not take too much of your time. My name is Famous Olumide Significant, and I'm a business and investment coach. But most importantly, I like to see to learn. I start in the morning, I listen to everything the panelists said, and I've learned a whole lot. I was just jotting on my phone to find out. I didn't know something like this was really happening. I would have been here earlier on, but thank you, KO, for still inviting me. Have you learned something? If you learned something, please put your hands together for the organizers of the event. This is really, really amazing. We do this a lot in Abuja, and, I like to find myself in places like this. Now, I want to talk about money, briefly. Money. 2015, I had the opportunity to meet a mentor, who talk about financial guidance, mentorship, and the first thing he said to me, he said, the Bible is the manual if you want to succeed. Have you heard that before? For the very first time, I saw a businessman that told me, he said, if you want to succeed, he said, the Bible is the manual. And I said, okay, how do you mean? Then he said something very profound. He said, in the beginning, God created Adam to have dominion over everything he has created. That's in Genesis 26. I said, yes. Then he asked me a very profound question. He said, did Adam fail? Anybody here, did Adam fail? Yes, Adam failed woefully. But God had the vision. Let us make man in his image and likeness so that he can have dominion. Please follow me carefully. I'm going somewhere. God's vision did not change, but God had a second strategy, which is the second Adam. Did the second Adam succeed? Okay. Let's go to discipline. Discipline is a set of instruction for an intended outcome. I don't care the school you go to. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care the parents you have. I don't care the brothers and sisters you have. If you do not have a financial knowledge, you are going to be broke for a very long time. The problem is not that you're not making money. The problem is that you do not have the discipline to either preserve your money before multiplying your money. I used to say this a lot, especially when I'm on radio or when I'm on TV. Some of you looking at me right now, you are a financial terrorist. You've made monies and you blew the money. How many of you remember 2010? 2010. That was the year South Africa hosted the World Cup, right? What year are we now? How many years gap in between? 13 good years. If we go back to your bank account right now, in the last 13 years, you have made enough money to be a super multi-millionaire. True or false? Are there financial terrorists here? There is no bad business. There is no bad investment. You only have a bad orientation. That business you're complaining about, someone is doing well in it. True or false? Discipline. So if I talk about money, I'm talking about God's strategy, which is the Bible, which is the manual for you. So, the first Adam, when God created him, everything was available. True or false? He woke up. He was in a very lovely garden where there is food, there's everything, there is water. Adam did not even go to the gym. He had six-pack and biceps. True or false? The second Adam, was he a full grown-up man or a baby? What? It was a baby, right? The first Adam, did he have parents? The second Adam, did he have parents? Okay. So let me ask you a question. If God Almighty could change his strategy, who the hell are you? The vision remains the same. Let us make man what? The vision was the same. So you can write this down. Be stubborn about your vision, but be flexible about your strategies. If you really want to succeed, be flexible about your strategies. Be stubborn about what? Be stubborn about your vision. Be flexible around your strategies. God had one vision, and it came to pass. Everywhere I have spoken about money, literally, people do not understand the concept of money. Money is a living thing. Money grows in an investment. What you have in your bank account is called cash. Let me break it down a little bit. The consequence of ignorance does not exempt you from ignorance. What I mean is, anything you don't understand overwhelms you. Anything you understand, you can modify. Money is not what you have in your bank account. What you have in your bank account is called cash. The word cash came from the word current. Current is supposed to flow. That digit you have in your bank account, 1 million, 10,000, 20,000, 50 million, is called cash. It's not money. Money is a living thing. Money grows in an investment. The first law of money, there are 5 levels of money. The first level of money is called credibility. If you are not credible enough, nobody will give you money. What is credibility? Credibility is a record of your integrity over a long period of time. Integrity. Credibility is a record of your integrity. That is why when most people have businesses they want to do, they are looking for, thank you, they are looking for money to start a business. But if you're credible, someone can fund your business. The second level of money is called credible relationship. Credible relationship. If you're credible, you need credible relationship. You need like minds. The third level is called competence. What can you do? Competence. The fourth level is called character. People who do financial money, they have bad money character. Let me give you this scenario. How many of you, you are used to receiving 100,000 every month, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. One of your friends, maybe someone in the US, just gave you 1 million naira, and you spent the 1 million to the point it gets to 100,000. Then you now remember, how do I spend this money character? The last level of money is called cash. Cash is the least form of money. If I see cash in your hand, you don't have credibility, you don't have credible relationship, you're not competent enough, you don't have money character, and I see cash with you, you are either a politician or a thief. Because you can stumble on cash, you can't stumble on wealth. Wealth is created deliberately, not desperately. Your uncle can be a governor. They can give you contract, 10 million, 15 million. That's why I said 2010, 2023. You can stumble on cash, meaning you have made enough money to be a multi-millionaire, but you blew the money over a long period of time. You lack the discipline to preserve the money before even multiplying the money. Is that my time? My time is almost up. So I'll say this before I leave. Get a financial mentor. Look for someone who has succeeded in whatever adventure you want to do and mentor them and model them. I have seen a broke doctor. I have seen a broke lawyer. I have seen a broke engineer. If you want to be financially free, you need someone who has succeeded in any venture you want to do. Mentor is a legal shortcut to success. Mentorship. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Famous Olumide. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, another round of applause for him. That's a very good one. There are very few speakers who keep to time and even give us a bit of time left. Nia, please come up stage.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Well, you guys are supposed to have like a kick up in your voice because today we get to find out who's the winner of the plot of land that's going out today called Sea Bamboo. So the raffle will happen this evening right after the keynote session. So maybe you guys are not smiling because you've not bought the raffle tickets. Do we still have raffle tickets out there? Yes? We still have more, right? Do we all have raffle tickets? It's just 1K. You may never know. All right. So on to this next session now is a very interesting person. When I say an interesting person, he's a great personality. And when I was piecing together the list of people to deliver these sessions, he jumped right in front of me. The reason is because I like dealing with people who have created, and there is evidence of what they've done over time. This young man started off as a broadcast journalist, and he has evolved into a multiple international award-winning media guru. He is the CEO of Capital TV, the founder of Ogoni TV, the founder of Metro Studio. There's a lineup of businesses under him that's all media related. A phenomenal man, actually phenomenal, not the... I've said too much phenomenal in this conference, yes? Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a standing ovation, can we welcome Ndume Green? Put your hands together for him.
Please take your wonderful seats. I don't know why Nia is giving me all this kind of intro. My mind, they tell me, say, one give me Gary after this program. Well, my name is Ndume Green. I've been asked to talk about the creative economy. I want to stand on all the wonderful protocols that have been established here. Thank you so much, Nia, for having me this evening. I don't know how much time I have to speak. 45 minutes. Okay, that's enough time. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I'm not hearing it. Are you people tired? Good evening, everybody. Well, my name is Ndume Green. I'm a journalist and media entrepreneur. Started off as a journalist with ETV Ghana, which is a subsidiary of ETV South Africa. I was hosting International Focus on Nigeria for about 5 years on ETV. I like to talk about the creative economy with my own story. I like to use my story to speak at platforms like this. It's amazing how much the creative economy in Nigeria has grown over the years. And today is projected as the second highest employer in the country. But the speed at which the creative sector in Nigeria has emerged is what is very amazing. You remember that in this country, there was a time when if you go for parties, and I'm talking of just about 10, 15 years ago, you will not hear Nigerian music. You hear Ja Rule. I'm talking about the early 2000s, after the 90s generation. You have DMX. You hear Tupac. You hear R. Kelly. You hear Eve. So many of them, Cisco. Where are they today? Have you ever sat down to wonder what happened? That today you could stand and sit in a Nigerian program and there will not be a play of a single foreign music in just 15 years. Less than 2 decades. Transformation happened. The creative economy in Nigeria emerged, understudied what is happening in other parts of the world, and took over the scene in Africa. I've traveled a lot in the last couple of years. Of course, I worked as an investigative journalist, private investigative journalist, after leaving ETV for a couple of years. So I was instrumental to doing some of the deadliest investigations across the continent. I stopped in 2017 after my life came under threat. I don't know how many of you have traveled from the Lagos to Cote d'Ivoire corridor, the West African borders. Yes, I was the one. If you know very well, remember when you get to Seme, the border there used to be one narrow path you cross. The border was completed. The European Union had pumped in over 20 million euros into that border, locked up. And then because the security forces, the combination of the immigration, customs, police, and what we call the gendarmes, that is the French version of the police, were benefiting from the illegal routes. So when they completed the new border, they locked it up using flimsy excuses. And so I was the journalist that led the undercover team in 2017 to crack down on the officials at the border by videoing their experiences. When they said we needed someone in the team to volunteer to drive through the border and do the recording, I raised up my hand. So we planted cameras, exposed these people. Eventually, the documentary got to the President Buhari and Patrice Talon, the President of the Republic of Benin, and the border was open. Of course, my life came under threat. And then I moved back to Nigeria 2019 to focus on entrepreneurship. Today, I used to say that if the internet was not available, there are so many of us who would have been living very small dreams. Probably I would have been a reporter somewhere. I mean, as an international journalist, it's not a bad thing to just focus on the BBC or Al Jazeera or somewhere. 2018, I was actually a finalist of the BBC Komla Dumo Award. And so I had fantastic opportunities that could have taken me permanently out of the shores of Africa. But I've always been very passionate about the African story. I've always felt that, just like Chinua Achebe would say, that in a story of the hunter and the lion, the story and the narrative will always glorify who? The hunter. Because the lion cannot tell his own story. But if the lion can tell his story with all its valor and giantism and all that, probably he will wash the hunter down. That's the case of Africa. For years, Africa has been given an image that made it look like, and it's still a problem today. You see people travel from here to London, and the moment they get to Heathrow, for example, and take a photo, their status in Nigeria changes. You begin to see them as people who have plenty money, isn't it? You don't even know how broke, many of them are. And it's happening. People are selling their houses that have taken years to build, to leave the country. It's understandable. The country is frustrating everybody. I mean, I live in a part of Port Harcourt where a small pothole that is less than 3 meters is making us take a route that will allow us drive 10 minutes to connect to the main road. Small pothole that as a private citizen, if I decide to just take 20 bags of cement, I'll fix it. So the country is frustrating. But again, we are talking about Project Make in Nigeria. And it's important for us to understand that there was someone they asked somebody a question. He said, mention 2 countries that you can sleep today as a poor man and wake up as a billionaire. He's a white man. He said, 1, the United States of America. 2, Nigeria. A lot of possibilities are happening here. And most of these possibilities are in the creative sector. But how are you maximizing the possibilities of the creative sector to attain growth and development? As a fashion designer, how have you packaged yourself? How have you made yourself available out there? How are you making use of the internet? A massive space. I was just talking about the fact that someone like me could probably have been living a small life if not for the internet. But I tell you what, that since the advent of Facebook, Twitter, and the rest, most of us are living our dreams today because of the internet. I returned to Nigeria in 2019 to set up Capital TV. Of course, I had a TV license in Ghana. I was the first Nigerian to have ever been given a license by the government of Ghana to operate a TV channel. The first. And history also told me, because as a student there, I schooled in Accra, I set up a Nigerian newspaper called Nigerian Times. So my Ghanaian friends would say, after Nnamdi Azikiwe was in Ghana, set up the West Africa pilot. Said, you are the second that tried to do that. But something happened. I hate to say this, but we have to, because it's reality. I get my TV license legitimately given to me by the government. A new government comes in and tries to find out who this guy is. Who is this under 40 guy that has a TV license? So I am investigated, and the government says they want to do a revalidation. I should submit for process of revalidation. I submit, and it happens that I am asked to stop operation. So my investments running into millions of naira and a building, everything puts to a stop. My staff asked to stop working. It happened because I'm a Nigerian. The Nigerian thing happened to me. But I did not stop there because of the power of creativity. So what I did was in 2019, I picked just my backpack and moved back to Nigeria. And of everywhere I could go was Port Harcourt. Because I've never liked the whole Lagos razzmatazz and all that. And so coming back and returning to Port Harcourt, my friends tell me, Ndume, you cannot survive here. Our people don't like this kind of thing you want to do. This type of thing you want to do works in Lagos. And I'm like, as a journalist, I want to create content. And these contents are scattered all over Port Harcourt. In Ogoni land, for example, the Gari story, the Pawai story, the issues of environmental pollution, where I come from, is enough for me to make all the money. And so I look at the stories, and I've attended conferences, and people are talking about content. A Dutch friend of mine told me, saying, Ndume, your country, your continent has not told 5% of its story. We in the West, we are done. That's why you see they are shooting films in America. They have to shoot in a green screen room and use artificial backgrounds. We don't need that in Africa yet, because our stories have not been told. And we're talking about the creative economy. This year alone, we've made over $10,000 just doing stories for global corporations. Because they now want African story. They are buying it. They are paying for it. And you call yourself a content creator, a skit maker. I went a training, and I told them, I said, look, most of you who are skit makers, it's good to do comedies and all that. But begin to see how you could diversify into creating real-life documentaries that could give you access to foreign money. You see how the Naira is dancing like this and dancing like that. But these opportunities are there on the internet. How many of you have access to these portals? These grant portals that give you email opportunities of access to open door financing and funding almost every month. There are thousands of them on the internet. All you need to do is to have a record of work. They are in fashion, they are in music, they are in documentaries. There's even in comedy. There was a time I actually published on my Facebook page that I needed 3 comedians because there was a $5,000 grant somewhere in comedy, and they needed some comedians to come help develop it. So I was looking for people. And so all the guys that came to my inbox, I said, so where are your videos? Because they will ask you for a link. They didn't have. So when they go to perform at their events, you can't even carry out this tiniest technology of hanging a microphone to your shirts and a mobile phone to video you performing on stage as evidence of your performance. So how are you a comedian? How do you sell yourself? So these things have moved. The creative economy has moved. There are projections that in the before 2027, the creative economy will be generating about 5.1 trillion naira to Nigeria alone. This is in fashion, in music, in entertainment, in comedy. So how are you taking advantage of it? I tell you how. The platforms now are massive. There is Facebook, there is Twitter, there is Thread, there is LinkedIn, there is YouTube. Like I always tell my students, I say, look, create the content and drop it there. Don't wait for views. Drop the content online. But do good content and drop. In the last 2 years alone, I've had 7 international travel opportunities because of my content. And of course, these bodies will ask for evidence of your work. I keep making mention of it. You wrote an article, they will ask you for a link. The white man believes in evidence. You say you are that thing, let us see it. How many of you that are running a company have taken time to produce a short documentary on your brand? Do you think it is not important? Okay, you don't have money to go on radio and TV for advert, but you have social media. You have Facebook. You can do 1-minute video advertising your brand and what you do. Sell yourself. Sell yourself. The platform is free. Nobody is charging you to be, apart from X, that Elon Musk wants to do everything to recover his money now. But of course, there are other platforms that are still doing free stuff. Sell yourself. People are watching you. In Capital TV, we are running 5 brands. I tell you this personal story. Yesterday, I received a delegation from a big bank in Nigeria. After I posted a video about a week ago on what we want to do, the future ahead, the plans we had. And so they approached me. Wow, Ndume, what's happening? So who is funding you? I said, but your bank can fund me. Okay, we're coming for a meeting. So they actually wrote down everything I stated and said, we're interested in this, this, and this. And I said, okay, this will cost how much for you to come in? So how do we go about it? We want percentage. We'll fund part of it. And we recover the rest from the investment because these are lucrative investment. We're setting up what we call the Africa the Africa Creatives Village. A place, a smart city where you can live, work in, and have a production studio, a film village inside. So there are residential apartments for it. There's a resort space for it, built just around a creek somewhere in Ogoni. Fantastic idea. So you pull out of the noise of Port Harcourt, get to this place, get access to intellectuals that help you to learn. You live there, you create, you earn. We will help you sell your content, and with an empty pocket, you step out of that space a millionaire. That's what we are doing. Who won't be interested? Or is it Capital Films? Our A-list films that we've actually done scripting of currently about 13 leading figures in this country that we want to do films about. People want to know about Nnamdi Azikiwe, how he grew up in Zungeru, about Obafemi Awolowo, about Ken Saro-Wiwa. People want to know. These stories are captivating, and no one is talking about them. Everything people are interested in so far has been love, love, love. And this love, no, they take us go anywhere. Love is sweet. No deal, no big, no problem. But we want to also dig into the intellectual aspect of the society to promote this country and promote our identity. So this is what we are doing. In Capital TV, for example, we are telling the African story. Go to our YouTube page and see some of the stuff that we are putting out there. Some of these contents, we dropped them. We look at it 2 days later, no one has watched. And we look at it 2 months later, it's 20,000 views. It's shocking, but it's happening. Drop your content. Have a video, a motion version of your profile. Not just a CV. It's more captivating watching moving images than reading your profile, reading your CV. That thing you're doing, develop a motion version of it Have it in your phone. Oh, what do you do? Bam, you've sent a 1-minute video. Oh, wow, this is interesting. If you know you don't have a good voice to narrate, pay a narrator to help you voice it. Gil Baba talked about setting up a restaurant and the fact that people want to come to your space and snap. I run a training now in my space of about 100 persons. There we did orientation. All of them were everywhere snapping. Everywhere. Because we've made the space beautiful. We spent money to make it look that way. So business you're doing, you know, there's this thing they always accuse us of in Port Harcourt. They say we don't like doing big things in Port Harcourt. That we like to maintain our small energy and small space. I see that it's true. Small energy, small space, small thing. Oh, make we just do them. I remember after opening our office, a friend came to me and said, Ndume, can you sustain what you're doing? It's too big. Say the space is too big. Can you sustain it? And I'm like, if I cannot sustain it, if I sustained it in Ghana, where I don't know anybody, as a foreigner, I can sustain it 3 times here. And as we speak, we're opening up a corporate headquarters in Abuja and Port Harcourt. Abuja and Lagos, after opening in Port Harcourt on the 12th of August. We are sitting now, we've not done marketing, but we are booked every single day for one thing or the other. We have introduced the concept of event news in Port Harcourt. So your news appears on our page. That's something you get only from television stations. But right on the internet, we are offering that service. So we are bringing something new into the market. We are disrupting it. And you can never take charge of the creative economy without disruption. No way. You cannot do what everybody is doing and expect to get a better result. It's not possible. There must be something that makes you unique. I said, no, let's go to these guys. They'll do it for us. They are different. They are unique. Because people they think, oh, the idea you think you just had and nobody else is thinking about it. There are more than 1,000 persons with that same idea in their house. They are just waiting for the opportunity to strike. So release your own now. And start pushing it from the scratch. It is through visibility that you get contact. And from contact you make money. You don't make money waiting for money to come. You make a move. And someone sees you and approaches you. And then there is what? Eye contact. And then there is a mind game. And then there is access to money. That's great. That's how creativity works. You don't wait for all the money to come. Start it. Keep pushing it. When we started, we were like, TV. Only politicians, they run television station. I said, well, I'll probably be the first one to break the jinx in Nigeria. We are breaking it. 3 days ago, we got news of approval of our license. So what this means? What this means is that in the next 6 months, we'll be live on DSTV. Live. Right from Port Harcourt. It's happening. Not in Lagos, not in Abuja. It's happening. I told someone, I said, some of the people who come to my office say, I don't want to appear on social media. I just want to come and see what you're doing. When I was renovating our office, the people who did not want to give me audience 5 years ago, after I posted the first 2 pictures of what the place looks like, they came offering me money and I rejected it. Put this money, put $10,000 inside this thing now. Make you know how to take day inside. I said, no, this kind of business now don't pass how you go fit day inside. When you don't said, bring big money, make you put you inside. Because growth gets to a point that the business is no more about you. Anytime you own a business and in the first, for 5 years, the business is still around you. If you're not in the office, they cannot do anything. That business is crashing, no? After 5 years, no. In fact, from August till now, I'm beginning to leave the space of management in my office to my admin. So she's running things. Today they've been out for work. Nobody called me for anything. If as I was driving down here, a friend just showed me, see our staff. I said, oh, okay. They went. I didn't even know they were out. As I was here, I just checked the live stream on one of the pages. So that's how business grows. You set up structures, put things in place. Stop doing this. They pay you money, you put it in your pocket. You don't even have a tax record. And year in, year out, no documentation. You're just running the business like Kabu Kabu. It's not even registered. The business, the fashion, the tailoring shop you're running is not registered. So if there's a grant opportunity for SMEs, how do you even access it? There's no record. There's no record. I told the people I'm training, I said, look, graduate from being a cameraman that just carries photographer around to being a cinematographer. Difference there inside. Photo man is different from a cinematographer. Photo men and the USC campus, they snap. There is one new from 2004. He's still there. Still snapping. No studio. The one I know in CAS from 2002. I went there the other day. I saw him. Fair guy inside the garden. They snap. I said, this guy is still here. Like that, you are not growing. No. Because you see this false mentality of progress. When you make small money, you reach 100K, it's like seeing a big money. They go. That thing will keep you at that circle and you will die broke. The day you have a challenge that will need plenty money, you will be running around. You cannot employ anybody to do anything for you. You have no structure, no corporate setup. You cannot survive doing business like that. That's why the Lagos people say, Port Harcourt people too, they do small things. And it's true. But you come to think about it, let's look at the Rivers creative sector. And you ask yourself, over the years, this is where the whole thing happened so. But when they want to blow, they run to Lagos. It's not a today thing. Rex Lawson. How many of you know him? Fantastic guy. Port Harcourt boy. Daniel Wilson. Fantastic guy at his time. Awesome guy. So many of them. Okay, this generation now, Timaya. Now, Wimpy boy now. Okay, Duncan Mighty. What's happening to Duncan? Fantastic guy. People say, oh, because he remained for Port Harcourt, now make. Could it be true? There's something about the environment. Why are hotels in Port Harcourt, they go open Shine Hotel, after 5 years, you don't go? We should be asking questions. There's something wrong. There's a business pattern that is spreading in the environment. We need to change. Those hotels we used to hear those days we were in school, where are they? Fine hotels. I don't want to mention names. Where we say if they are doing party there, go. It could be like say, they school. Those hotels are gone. Why is only Presidential Hotel still booming? Because the management is in the hands of foreigners. Why should our businesses boom in the hands of foreigners and collapse in the hands of indigenous people? There's a problem. It's an environmental challenge. And until we fix it, until government becomes very conscious about the fact of responding to that and positioning the private sector to have confidence in the environment, nothing will change. But of course, we must not leave government to do all these things. Private companies like ours, we want to lead by example and show that in the next 20 years, we've migrated to being the CNN of Africa, telling the African story. Local indigenous stories. One of the videos, I also run a page called Ogoni TV, which of course was set mainly to help project the Ogoni people where I come from. But along the line, we got to a point and we discovered that the local dances and local songs and local drums that we are showing on the platform was rather much more viewed by people in New York and Ibadan. So we expanded the scope, changing it from just telling the Ogoni story to telling the Niger Delta story and the stories of indigenous peoples across the world. And today, for a page of 104,000, if I show you the statistics that we get every month and where they come from, it will shock you. We are doing just content on drumming. And people are excited. I get calls. Last year, I had 2 invitations from the US. Oh, we want the platform to come and stream our culture in the US on Facebook. So when people are doing this stuff, I said, look, I'm going to run this thing as a real TV brand. So in the next 2 weeks, we'll finish setting up our podcast and radio studio. So we can have live transmission sessions from our studio. And you can come there and have all the conversations you want. Corporate setup. Not just Facebook. We have migrated it from a Facebook thing to a real existing brand. And that's what all of you need to do if you want to take advantage of the creative economy. Change that thing from just a local setup. If you need advice, speak to an investment expert to help you change and reshape how the whole thing works. Running a fashion brand, do it well. Make your shop comfortable for people to sit. Keo Baba said it. A restaurant, do it well. Spend some small money to fix the place well. Not say person go there inside, hit 1 kill him. You're not going to enjoy the food. If you do and finish, increase your charge. People will pay. Have you heard about the Jevenick story and how they started? It used to be a booker, small restaurant. Look at how big they are today. Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, branches all over. Start thinking big. The only limit you have is yourself. Nobody is limiting you. No be village people. These village people say, get out the thing, they go they rich. Themselves, they tire. Yes, it's true. When I have not really actually made that, when I was still outside the country, sometimes I will come. And as I arrive, I'll call some of my friends. Say, oh boy, I need a car. One even gave me 2 cars. I added security to it. To go to the village from Port Harcourt. I never make at that time, but even the village man who been they do me juju, I'm sure that day he would have gone to his house to cry. This thing no work. But to be honest with you, waiting in my pocket that day, you know, reach 100K. I just came and left. There is a way you position yourself. So I just sit in my office and the calls come. Do me this, that. We've not done marketing yet. I don't have a marketing team yet because we are still trying to play around, position ourselves in the sector and all that. But of course, that's very important. I used to say it. I said it somewhere in another conference that, look, you're a small company. You feel does not need any marketing strategy or media strategy. It's not as big as Coca-Cola and Pepsi that spend millions of dollars annually to try to outspend each other in their ad and marketing budget. That's your small shop. Bad as a bad. Try do fine billboard, put light inside, make it day there. Let people see it. Print it, do a good t-shirt. Give to your sales girls. Let them wear it. T-shirt no they cost. Everything go there like 3-5 for one. Invest in 5 pieces. Make them wear it. When person enter there, they should see your brand. It should be visible in the eye. Spend money on brand visibility. Set up a corporate structure. Register the business. Have a separate account. Not be say money no day. You enter, go. Look, for example, my corporate brands, the apps are not on my phone. We can only operate the accounts by check. Not be say that small business where you open, bam. You cannot be. And when you want to pay tax, for those of you who will pay tax, you go here. All those transactions, so you do. 5K, you don't enter your company account transfer. Have your personal earnings and corporate earnings. Personal accounts separate from your corporate accounts. Set up a sustainability plan. That's what we miss here. So we talk about the creative sector and how they've emerged. The music industry, for example. What happened? How come all of a sudden Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido? I was in Kigali, and I mean, for almost every single part of the town that I passed, the Nigerian music then they play. What is it? Lagos. In Kigali. Same thing in Luanda. I don't want to talk about Ghana because Ghana be like saying at the 30. How many states you get? 36, eh? FCT 37. I think Ghana is the 38th state of Nigeria. I know if they are hearing me now, fight could start. They will say, Andume, it started bringing our country down. But that's the truth. Because everything a Ghanaian does, the first thing they remember to do is to compete with Nigeria. And I tell them that your country is 30 million. You cannot compete with a country of 200 million. You are competing with Lagos. And in Lagos alone, go beat on her before we enter Port Harcourt and Abuja. So the competition is not even there. Just forget it. But we have set a standard. Go to their social media across the continent. Everything they are discussing is the blueprint used by the Nigerian entertainment sector. But people did that, and we need to give them credit. And that's the kind of thing we want to do in Port Harcourt. And I'm glad that platforms like this have been set for you to listen to the kind of things that's been said here and change the structure of your business and change your life. Because if Nami they do this thing, you go pay big money. Yes, I organize the Africa Content Creatives Festival every year. People, now Ogoni, would they do them? Far there, but people pay. Because knowledge is very expensive. And we must add value to it. So for this opportunity that has been given to you, it's a big deal. If you need a way to restructure your business, let's have the conversation outside here and get your business restructured so you don't struggle. So that the money can come and you see it with your eyes. So the creative sector in Rivers State needs to change. Our mindset, the way we approach it, the casualization of skill and creativity is killing the creative sector in Rivers State. We are casualizing it. If they do music, you know, even they're serious. If you listen to the likes of Two-Face and all that, and how many times they slept in the studio. What's happening to our guys who decided to remain? Where is Stone Cold? Where is Peter? Fantastic guys. What about the Paul and Silas guys and the comedy movies? Of course, that even reminds me that the good comedy movies started from Port Harcourt. How many of you remember Paul and Silas? Fantastic guys. What happened? We need to change our approach. Add more seriousness. Think long term than short term. This short term mentality will finish you. Make we get a na. But of course, another big problem too that's affected the creative sector is over politicization of the business environment. Everything for this state now either APC first or PDP. They go ask you where you belong. The thing can't be like saying a courts, they bam and they were. No, it's strange. So if you're not in politics, you're not going to make them. People should be able to achieve things on competency first. And even in politics, you know, they favor us. I don't know how many of them in the last 8 years, how many of the young boys, if they reach 50, that actually made a lot of money. The Lagos State government is partnering with Del York Film Academy to build a film village in Lagos, somewhere in the Lekki area. Massive infrastructure, massive investment. So you ask yourself that in River State, in the last 8 years, what has happened to the creative sector? You guys should start demanding for the new government to expedite action on creative sector. To have a conversation, a dialogue on creativity. I know a lot of are really troublesome on Facebook. You know, Facebook is a Port Harcourt thing. If you want to reach Port Harcourt people, use Facebook. Lagos people na Twitter and X, or X then they. Sure, but I mean, I've tested run it in the last years and it has worked. I started doing what I call the media and journalism training from 2019. 2020 we didn't do it because of COVID. 2021. 2022 we made it the content creation speed course. And I tell you what, we've had about 50 to 100 participants and I've used only Facebook to do my marketing. Not a sponsored ad on my page alone. So it works. But how are you able to pull that kind of weight? It's based on the kind of value that is on your page. For some of you, and the only thing you do on your page is to share. You don't ever generate your own content. I look at that when people send me friends request, this person, all the things on your page now share. Are you a sharer? What is the share? Everything on your page. It's not bad to share. But from January to December, you only shared on your page. There was no day you sat down and generated a content on your own, whether you had one reaction or not. And these days, because people can't count comments, you're like, oh, okay, because they count. But like I said, drop the content and leave it there. Just drop it. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Ndume Green. Can we put our hands together again for him? Phenomenal guy. You know, I have friends that can yarn. If I let him, he will yarn till tomorrow. But I will take questions now. I know we have questions for him. Can we get like 2 questions? 1. Who's the second person? Can we get a mic to him, please? So, as you know, you introduce yourself. Let us know what you do before you get to your question.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Toby Martins. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a cinematographer.
Okay.
So, I want to ask, thank you, sir, for the knowledge. I really got a lot. I want to ask, because I also love documentary, I also love capturing real life experience. But when you're in somewhere like Port Harcourt, where they are not media inclined like Lagos. Lagos, when you point the camera, the person knows what you want to do and they can give you permission. But somewhere like Port Harcourt, where they are so skeptical about cameras, they are so skeptical about anything relating to the media. And when you see boys that are they want to exploit you because of your taking content, or when they don't understand media like other states. So how do you move in those spaces as a documentary filmmaker?
All right. Any other question? Okay. So I should respond to this. Well, in filmmaking or in documentary making, you must keep money for those things. It's not just a Port Harcourt thing. It's all over. It's all over because you don't have money to pay. Like some of the things you watch abroad, even on the street work and worker pass, they pay. But here, we want to get it free. But in terms of documentary making, there are points. Like I was in Bayelsa last month to do a documentary on climate change. And I got to a village somewhere around Ogbia and needed to speak to some boat guys. that do manufacture boats with their hands and all that, wooden boats. And they were reluctant to speak. I said, "Okay, I go pay you for this talk where you talk." They were excited. And how much? 2K. And I got my story. Global story at that. I'm not saying that it's a must. If you're entering a community, for example, sometimes they will say, "Buy us drink. We go talk." You go meet. You meet I needed to speak to the oldest man in Oloibri, where oil was first found in Nigeria. All he requested from me was make I buy him kai kai. I bought him the kai kai, added money to it. The man narrated. He didn't even want me to leave. He didn't want me to leave. So you just have to know this. Except the vox pop pattern on the streets, where you need to take permission before you shoot. You have to be polite. Okay, we're trying to get opinion on this. Can you respond? Of course, if you needed like 5%, by the time you sample 15, you will get. But you have to be patient to get those stories out. But definitely you can. Port Harcourt people are changing things. I'm doing content on the streets of Port Harcourt, and people are talking. They're responding. It's working. Is that clear now?
All right, thank you so much. Can we put our hands together for him? Okay. So we've come to the moment of truth. Can we have this stand brought real close here? So how many of you are ready to discover who gets to take the bamboo property today? If you didn't buy a ticket, it's not late. Have we closed? Because you may never know what God cannot do. All right. Okay, so KO. So you guys are all uptight and everything, eh? So while we get this sorted, can we have just music, soft music, to inspire the people to pray for their win? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I said music. You guys should play Odogu or something that makes someone feel like he's going to win something. You're playing jazz. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for the convener of the Making Nigeria Conference, Uche Onochie, for a closing statement.
All right. How are we feeling? How many people here are my partners? Can I see your hands? Okay, you'll be hearing from me shortly, and I'm sure we'll do great things. I want you guys to help me celebrate this. I can't do this alone. You people have seen K.O. Baba here all the time. Please, I just want man. Just celebrate him. I appreciate him. Just celebrate. K.O. Baba, I want to say thank you. What you do is priceless. We can't put a figure to it. But my wife and I, we do appreciate you. We appreciate you a lot for what you do. And only God can reward you because we cannot quantify the things that you do. And I also have people, I have people that are working in the back end. You don't know them, but they're always there. The video is out. Everything is out. Social media is moving well. People are doing it. Can we celebrate? Put your hands together for the great and awesome team that I have. And also, I want you to put your hands together for FICOS. Austin, are you here? But just celebrate FICOS. Great work they're doing. Then I want to also appreciate you for being here for 6 days. Okay, that's the Austin. I salute you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that which you do. Then one more time, celebrate yourself. I appreciate all of you for taking out time to come and to be here today. So, officially, we close Make in Nigeria 2023. And just permit me to say a prayer. So the good man, the best man will win. But I'm not praying for you concerning raffle ticket. I just want to pray with you people that all that you have heard, well, in Jesus' name. Father, we thank you for a successful event. Father, we thank you for provision. Father, we thank you because there was no incident, no accident in this place. People come every day and go. Nothing happened. We are grateful. Nothing was stolen in the exhibition ground. Daddy, we give you all the praise. No one was hurt. Father, we did this and we return all the glory back to you. Now, Lord, I return those people as a seed. Everything that they've heard in this place, Lord, let it be like a seed that has been released into their soul, into their spirit, and let it bring bountiful harvest in the name of Jesus. Father, I also ask for grace. Bless their hand, strengthen their right hand, that as they've heard and they want to do, it will go smoothly in the name of Jesus. Mighty God, I pray that every crooked way shall be made straight for them in the name of Jesus. Father, I banish fear from their heart. Anyone that is afraid to make that move, Lord, we pray for grace, for power in the name of Jesus. I pray I ask that you embolden them. Your word says the righteous are as bold as a lion. I pray that you embolden them, you empower them for the next level. That, Lord, when we see them again, there will be change. By the time we come back here next year, there will be physical and visible changes in their lives in the name of Jesus. Mighty God, I pray for them. I cover them with the blood of Jesus. Father, let your hand of protection be upon them as they go back this night, and even for the rest of the year. As we enter the Ember months, we will not hear sad news concerning them. They will go and come, and there will be no bad news concerning them in the name of Jesus. Father, keep and preserve these ones. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Can we celebrate? All right. So I will hand over to KO for the raffle. And you know that you have to be in the hall. So please let us announce. Can somebody help me announce downstairs that if there's anybody downstairs, they should come up. Anybody downstairs should come up because you have to be in the hall. You have to show us your tickets, and it must tally with the one that is in here before you win. All right, please help me put your hands together for KO as he takes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Uche Onochie. Come on now. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so can we have the tickets, please? We need all of them inside this amazing container.
And of course, the first thing first, are you running with the consolation prize? Bring them outside now.
There are consolation prizes, yes?
Okay, so courtesy of Airtel, before we pick the winner, we have to pick consolation prize. They come first or last? First.
To console the people that did not win shares.
And just to console you. But one
Alright.
day where somebody buys several tickets, only and win consolation, only and win main prize. I can see what did they console am for? Please, you can still buy, like one of the guys who won last year, bought few minutes too. Okay, I think we're trying to work on this. Some of you have been here for 6 days. You know yourself. Let me see your hands up. Please, can you stand?
Clap.
Yes. Sit down now. You now 5 days. You know reach 6 now.
Ah.
I know you now. 6. No, I don't say if you have been alive for the last 6 days. you they come here. Okay, you are downstairs for the exhibition book. An exhibit be that one now, no be attendant. You be exhibit. Okay, I think we're trying to do this. We want to leave this strictly for the land, and then we want to reward some of you that have been with this from Airtel. Bring the t-shirts. So we will give the women the t-shirt and give the men the notepad. Which one? How are we doing it? Please just come out. Just come out. Una three will be a shebi way stand up. What do una learn for this conference? No be downstairs on this. Muna sit down. Muna sit down. No, this thing plenty personal. You be an exhibit. Go. Well, but she has been, yes, you have been coming upstairs. You know. How many of you? Please count them. Let's see. Now your own no complete. Now you go just come one session, you go, come back for night. Now they go. You enjoy your one, you no reach 3. No need. You people are not. You will just stand. You know that I will not give you. You will still want to stand. You know they tired. No, not. Okay, please. Those of you who want t-shirt, take. Those of you who want notepad, because of give the ones who need notepad. Huh? No, madam, you know, come class. No, you. What's the name of our keynote speaker today? Go back. The name of our keynote speaker today. What's the topic of today's keynote speaker? Who was the keynote speaker in the morning? Muna, go back now. Muna, you go now. Go now. Which kind of problem is it? I was here. Like no, go now. Go first. Thank you. Notepad. Okay, give her a notepad. Give her a notepad. Better. Thank you. Get first. Yeah. Yeah. Is it that notepad we no be one take now? You go take her now. You see her live there? No, give her 1. Give this man 2. This man they over try. They come early. So, but I know that this one we they come early. They go when we they close. If you they charge phone, your battery they run down quick. You You don't wait when you don't fool. Not be see the. Okay. Okay, there is a Make in Nigerian tower here. Who is short? Me, you don't squat. What's the name of our keynote speaker this evening? Why did I tell you? You don't rush, cut the name. You just look ahead, the name just shine. Don't be saying, you know, your mind tells you to me, as you look the head green. You tried, but I didn't ask you. Please, this is making Nigerian towel. Now, I know if you carry towel, I will feel one kind. Who give you KO? Like I buy towel, I give my fellow man towel. I will not give you. I will not give any man this towel. I will not give you. Only married. Are you married? Are you married? You're married. You have 3 kids. Okay. Take. You have gift already. If I don't give you, thank you. Please, we'd like to invite Pastor Tammy. How many of you had so much value from this conference? Can I hear you shout, thank you, Jesus? So don't forget the partnership. We like you to partner with us. We want to do this every quarter. Have a Make in Nigeria business sit out where you have Pastor Uche and a couple of persons teach you about business. We want to form a community from this so that before we get to October next year, we've had the very best experience from knowing each other, learning a lot. And we want to see some of you, you've been so good with your business. I just had a conversation with this guy a few minutes ago, and I was so impressed. And some of you do restaurant business. If you partner Make in Nigeria and you have this kind of person, and we give you the privilege to share some of your success tips, you know what it means. As I come, the woman don't go. She really need to hear. You have hand. Let me see the hand. On managing restaurant. Okay, recipe. The woman don't go now. Where you go? You think they charge phone? They find you since now. You know they get light. That man, you unplug AC, plug your phone. Jesus. The whole place is hot. You come on AC, plug your phone. God. Oh boy. Please go, please. You need to I need to have a conversation with him. Very important.
We definitely don't give a fuck. She said she know me got a girlfriend, and so what if I do? She said she know me got a woman on me bed. What if I do? Listen to me click, so me girlfriend says she wants me back home by 2. What will I do? So me tell her say my car broke down, not my 2. Girl, I won't be home so soon. Girl, you want all the girls in the whole world. I know what I'm doing is so wrong. But since no man can focus, we definitely don't give up. She said she know me got a girlfriend, and so what if I
bring her down. You know what is bothering me now? It's from when they distract heaven. Because all of them they pray, say, God, let me win. It's often that they pray for our neighbor, when they pray for ourselves. You people are distracting heaven. All of you are praying. So when I run the shout, please, my church people, don't come here and do. If I serve the God of Pastor Larry. You will not pick. You will not pick. Don't put my pastor name for your prayer. Pastor God of Folade Farasi. You can come the. Just pray. Close your eyes and pray. The God that did it for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego will do it for you.
Keo, how many more minutes do they have to do last minute purchase for tickets? And Keo.
1 hour. The thing they do me, man, no rush because at the few tears, I smell regret. Hey, someone I go regret here. When I come on transport, when I want win land. We wait and say make we no buy. They say making no buy, no buy. This will be none of you will win. None of you will win. The winner is not here. Yeah. Turn it now. No, at this moment, at the turn on. For no reason, just to turn it. More persons are buying. Please be fast and buy. Be fast and buy so that you win. Let them buy. There's no limit. You can buy any amount. I think somebody bought more than 20. But also know that the more you buy, the more you're paid. If you lose, they pay. There's the amount of tickets you buy. If you know we will attach you with Uber. My brother, I buy 50. I no pick. Uber will attach them with you. You go be landlord. You go be caretaker. You win. Don't worry. Don't worry. You win. You too. You win. Eh? Did you buy? Eh? Yes. Don't worry. All of you win.
They will win one property. Are we good?
Nigerians will always be Nigerians. You know why? For 6 days, we don't sell this thing. Now when they don't bring and say they want to do a nice one, like when nobody believes that they want to do raffle draw with it. When I just more observe these people, they want to collect people 1,000 run. We don't understand. And you know by since Now the one wheeler, they go give sign, wait. Wait till around 12 midnight. Sir, did you buy? Sir, did you buy? Raffle ticket. I for 10 men, I for buy one for you. As long as it's land, you could a person will win. Any other person coming? One more. I tell that one more person say, if you win this thing, we will carry on for mine. We'll carry on for mine. Don't worry.
One more. Hold on. You don't the poor people landed property for ground. If not 2 fall, 90 people go say na their own force. For we know, it not be my own. So are we ready? What? One more? Did you say one more? Yeah.
I say since 6 days.
okay now? Are we good? We're good, yeah? Alright, KO. KO. Leave the people where they call you, so that their destiny can settle. All right, so let me just put this out here. Disclaimer. If we happen to pick a raffle ticket and the person or the number of the raffle or the person holding the number on the raffle ticket is not in this hall, that person gets to forfeit. Do you understand? So if you know someone who has bought a ticket, that person should be here. And if we pick a number or a ticket, and maybe the person was here on Monday or on Tuesday or on Wednesday or on Thursday or even on Friday, and the person is not here now, that person gets to forfeit it. Does that make sense? Because think about it, how will you feel if we do this and then they now tell you, oh, the person who won it is at home. Let's call him to confirm. Are you going to feel okay? Yes, so you have been here this long, so you will leave here with something. Are we good? Are we ready? Are we ready? You have to put bass in your voice, so because very soon you'll be a landed property owner. So you have to sound like it. This one you have locked it in with key. Wow. That's the end. All right, KO.
Please, I would like to invite Pastor Tammy Lawrence. As a man of God, he will be the one to call the number. If you can't trust me, please trust him. Pastor, please, you move close. And then you will help us. Keep Pastor being turn. Pastor, turn it by yourself too. Every time when they turn that thing, when they change people, we get the land. When they change the C of O. Thank you. So at this point, we'd like to unlock the box. I mean, that one will hang. That will pick. No, push it down, push it down. Just one. If the person is not here, you pick again. Turn up again. They say come up for roll. I say that be the block. Okay, Pastor, you can pick anyone. You can pick anyone. Some people, the village people don't pass it. They don't ever get land. Please check your numbers.
I have in my hands number 2706.
2706.
2706. 270.
Come on now. Let's verify. 2706.
Marciam.
2706. 2706.
You never see. Don't abuse your enemies.
2706.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce to you the winner of this year raffle draw. Madam, they say you know win.
2706.
What's your name?
You don't know your name again?
Ladies and gentlemen, please, the winner this year, 2020, Rosemary Akigbesi. Make some noise for her.
Clap, 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 clap.
Now you win, now you win.
No, she should come now. Come.
Hey, tears of joy. Pom, 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 pom. Pom, 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 pom. What? Pom, 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 something. Say if you carry her, you know it make you pop something. Celebrate, we to celebrate. Make you pop champagne. Make you pop champagne. I say, oh yeah, baby, when I dey pop champagne. Oh yeah, baby, when I dey pop champagne. Oh, every time when I enter the club, I dey pop champagne. And when the ladies see me, they pop, they bust their brain. I make it rain, oh, they go insane, oh. Make them forget the sorrows and come to jolly while I dey pop. Thank you. Thank you, madam, come. Thank you. She came from Abuja by road or flight. Flight. Please put your hands together for celebrate grace. Celebrate grace. How do you feel? Yeah, you can put them for your bag. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Actually, I still.
So she feel actually.
I'm still, astounded. I really don't know what I can't tell how I feel like. Inside of me, my belly still fluttering and stuff like that. So
Yes. Yes, please, do we have the representative of Bamboo Real Estate here? Yeah, okay. Tammy will be representing them. We'll take. Yes, he works with them. He's a staff, I know. And we'll do this. Please, we'll take a picture and then Pastor will say a 2 or 10 and then we'll close. Somebody win land and they rush to snap it and like say.
DJ Shinsky.
You know ni my mama sita. Let me catch my breath. I got so much to say. I go solo, baby. Oh, not today. Batman, I really wanna win ya. Sana, na sita. Saba, ukichora mi nazima. So now you know. Looking for some love and affection. Can you be my romantic girl? Baby, if you give it to me, I will give it to you.
Please, the woman say she did back. They begged me for towel, I no agree. So we are going to exchange the towel and the land.
All right, congratulations. Wow. This presidential amnesty, you people came prepared. From Bayelsa. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. And where is Bamboo? Come now. Bamboo. Bamboo, come. So, on behalf of our partners, Bamboo is our partner, one of our sponsors, and they gave us this land to use for raffle. And today, this is their representative. So, I think you also give a handshake to Bamboo. We will exchange the contacts, and when they are ready, you come down and they will give you the land. So maybe exchange contacts with them and also with my people so that we can facilitate it when they are ready. Congratulations one more time. Congratulations. I thought she's your old schoolmate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And next year, we will be here, or we will be at the Make in Nigeria 2024 conference and exhibition. So just get ready, plan ahead of time. And of course, you may never know. You may be the land winner then. DJ.
You know, see, I'm falling.